This is Charlie giving you Friday's market commentary. It's now 8:15 in the morning. I've got a trade about set up, so let's just quickly get this going. We're looking for a bit of a counter trend this morning. Got a bit of a divergence in play. Looking to get in. So before I start talking too much, let's see if we can start getting some entries in, and before I miss out here. So got one in there. Just trying to get some. A little bit too late here, just while I was getting all switched on and everything. Um, I've got two in, and I want to get a couple more in. But I'm looking for a play up towards the morning pivot, which is up at around about 130.20. So around about here. I've got two entries in so far. I'll show you. There they are. There's the two entries. But I want to get another couple in. So if we have a little dip down, then I'll put those in. So we'll see how that goes. We're using the 150,000 clip size as we were doing at the end of the year. So we'll just see how we can get on with that. Just want to see if I can get these extra couple of entries in. So here we go. So we can pop down a little bit, then I'll get those in as well, and then we'll take it from there. So I'll press pause for a second just while we're waiting. So I was just having my breakfast at the same time there. I just got all switched on, saw that it was a trade set up, and trying to get everything sorted out. So I didn't get in at the best prices, obviously down there, which would have been down here. Inverted hammer down here, reverse. We had inverted hammer, like a little ball harami type candle down there as well. And by the time I got all the gear switched on and started, then what was the entries at 12, 1:30:12. So a bit late to the party there, a little bit late. But we'll see how we go. Well, it's coming up quite a bit already, but we'll just sort of have to see whether we're going to be able to get any more in, or whether we're going to get up to that 20 zone, which is getting quite close up to it already. What I'll probably do is take one off and then just see if we can get more of a runner with the other one. Just get around this for a minute, just while it's getting closer towards that target. And as soon as you get close towards the target, it backs off anyway. So maybe that's what will happen. It'll come all the way back down again for us a bit more. Play around for a bit. Let's have a quick look at the slightly higher time frame. Yeah, we've got a little bit higher to go yet. That's okay. So just see if we're going to get up there. So I guess I'll press pause for a second. Okay, it's getting very close to my pivot here now. So I'm going to keep my eye on the close position button. As we're getting up into the 18s, it's going to be practically there. It's done like an air kiss of it already. There we go, 18.9s. I think that might just be about it. I'm just looking at my e-signal charts to see if that's going to be it. That could have been it. No, it's still not showing us quite a hit yet on e-signal. It's showing an air kiss. So just see if we can get that final blip. 18.9 into the 19s, and then we'll take that off if it can get there. 18, there we go, 19.6. Okay, taking that one off. So we didn't get the four entries in so far. So what I'll have to do is just have a look at these charts and see if it's worth my while. Back to this, we had a divergence between this low and this low down here, and then with the 8 a.m. pivot untested, it was too tempting to not trade that one. Now, but obviously I'm still in it, and I'm just looking at all the time, all these other factors that are going on, to see the fact that Euro's come down quite a lot overnight again. Euro yen's having a good run up, and is there the potential for the euro dollar itself to have a bit of a run up? So I'm just having a look at my other charts off screen here, so just to see if that's going to potentially happen. So I'll just press pause for a second while I'm doing some other analysis. Right, I've just done having a look at these some of this other analysis, and it looks like we've got divergences across the board. So let me just show you here on. Can't show you the divergences. Hold on a second. Let's bring this, squeeze it all up for you so you can get an idea. Okay, so here's an RSI. You see, here's the sort of divergence we've got here on the 5-minute chart that I was seeing on my e-signal charts. If we take you to a 15-minute, I don't know if it will come through now. On the 15-minute chart, it doesn't really show it on telecharts, but there's a clear divergence on the 15-minute chart. Certainly you can see one on the 30-minute chart, and we've got one on the hourly chart. So we've got divergences across the board here. So I'm going to keep this position. I'm going to keep this position running and see if there's a bit more we can get out of this yet. So maybe up into around about towards 30. 5-minute 50 up here. If it's going to eventually get up towards there, we've got a trend channel line on the hourly charts that that's in play as well. If I go to an hourly time frame, if I put the drawing tools on, if I can see what's happened to them, what have they done with my drawing tools? Everything's changed on Telecharts since the end of the year. So I'll just find all of that. Oh look, I've got another load of symbols there. That's weird. Don't need those, do we? Let's just move this all over. There we go. Anyway, just whilst I'm trying to figure out how to use this software, I'll press pause. So if you can see here on the hourly chart here, we've got, I could put the channel on itself, but as you can see, we've got the upper trend line. So that's going to come into play at some point as well today. But so that's what I'm seeing on my other charts as well. So let's just get rid of that. But back to the 5-minute time frame, we're just going to see how this is going to play out. It's just hitting that 5-minute 21. I'll fully expect that to react from there, and I think we're close to getting a 5 live as well, so it could react from that as well. So this could take quite a while to play out. I mean, I'm just going to put my stop down at the lows and see if it does play out in my favour or not. So but certainly I think we could get a bit of a reaction back down, and then maybe we'll put Milvertone in. But we've got a lot of divergences in play, so I'm just going to see if this can play out for a bit more upside yet to come this morning. I think the only shame is that we didn't get more entries in, but it's just one of those things sometimes. A bit late to the party this morning. Right, is there anything else to mention at the moment? No, I'll press pause. Okay, I was looking for us to get up to that 5-minute 50, which we're nearly at. Oops. So we're nearly at, so better get the order ticket ready. So we've just hit the 5-minute 34, which is literally at this high. So I'm just looking for that extra little bit there, a little bit of puff, and see if it can do that in this this move here. So just as I've said that, it's just backing off. So I'll press pause again, but we'll see if we can just get up, nudge up towards that 30 zone, and we'll go up to about 26 or so. There we go, 26, 27, and if we can just nudge through up towards that white line there. Let's have a look at it here. Then I'll take that as the profit for now, if we can get there. So I'll just press pause for now. Okay, what I've done is I've put a limit order in at just under 30, so about 29. So if that hits, then you'll see this disappear anyway. So I've just put a limit order in now, so it allows me to crack on and do things. It's nice being able to do manual exits for the purpose of the videos, but it can also tie you to your desk a little bit. So once you've got some targets in, you can just put limit orders in and then just let them play out. But overall, I suspect we're probably in the midst of probably a slightly bigger overall run up today anyway, in that we've had such a good run down. We've got some nice divergences in place. The euro yen's much stronger overall. If we look at the euro yen, that's a different kettle of fish, I appreciate, but that's been doing something completely different. Here you go, there's euro yen. So I'll be looking at that for trades today on the long side anyway. So just don't think we've quite hit yet. No, nearly got there. Nearly got up to that level. So I suspect that the euro dollar is going to, because of the trend that it's in, it's going to have it could have some sharp little retraces. But I suspect it's probably got a little bit more upside to come at some stage here today, and so we'll just see how that's going to play out. But for now, we'll just leave that limit order in, see if that's going to get struck at some point, and obviously the stop's still down at the low, and I'll be looking at more opportunities. In fact, I was going to have a look at the euro yen whilst we're doing just that. So let's have a quick look, see if there's an opportunity there at all at the moment. Let's have a quick look on my e-signal charts above me, which gives me a heads up on a load of other information. And yeah, let's have a look here. Euro yen. We shall see. That yeah, there could well be. Yeah, could be a little trade on the euro yen as well. So it's not come in just yet, but I can see the potential for that to come in. So we'll see about that. So I'll press pause for now. Now it's a slight pain. E-signal showing it's already just hit its 5-minute 50. So so if we can get any little blip up, then I'll take that. If we can get back up into the 25s to 26s, then I'll take that. Otherwise, I'll just leave it because I think that possibly I still think that we've ultimately got higher to go, but if it's just hit that on e-signal, it could mean that we have to sit through this for an hour or so of retrace or whatever, which is a bit more of a pain to have to do. But even though ultimately it should go higher, but for the purpose of the video update, then it makes it easier if I can just get out of it, and then I can then close the update and get this out to you. But looks like I just missed that. I wasn't looking at the e-signal charts, and it's done a strike there. So we'll just see if we're going to come back. But as you can see, it struck that on the e-signal charts, and you can see it's reacting now. So just because different traders will be using slightly different charts, and obviously different traders are seeing a hit on their charts, and so it'll enforce some selling. So but otherwise I'll just hold through this now, because it didn't get to that level, because I think ultimately it will come higher anyway. But it just makes it easier to have taken that when there was actually a hit there on e-signals charts. So I'll press pause again. Now price is coming back off here, as you can see, and I think the mistake I've made is I should have hedged up here. All right, I missed the 5-minute 50 on the e-signal anyway when it hit that, but if I'd have hedged up here, it would have locked in the gains that I was in. And then if it came down like as it has done, I could have made a little bit of a profit on the downside. It's come down a bit deeper, but I've seen this so many times before. It'll just come down into this whole congestion area without breaking to a new low, and then we'll gradually later on start to come round. So I've left the position in anyway, so we're back down to there at the moment. The stop's still at the original place down at the lows. I'm just going to see how it's going to pan around. The temptation is, and I guess I could put another position in, but I think I'll just leave this one and see how it's going to play out. But yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen here. It's just coming down to retest this area, hopefully without taking out new lows, and then we'll see how it's going to come round and come up maybe later on. So it'll probably take quite a while if that is going to happen anyway. But we've also put inverted hammer Bull Harami down on the hourly charts in here, inverted hammer which is also Bull Harami. So just going to see how this is going to play out. Like I said earlier on, we've still got all these divergences are in play on the higher time frames. So we'll just see how this is going to pan out. So I'll come back to this in a bit. Okay, just back. It has actually come down lower. Stopped me out on that one. So serves me right for not putting that hedge in. But to be fair, I didn't spot that 5-minute 50 on the e-signal until it was a bit too late, and thought it would still have a nudge back up. But if I got that hedge in, if I had seen that and got the hedge in, then it would have made up at least for that anyway. So let's have a look here. So there was the stop out. The stop was down at 0.5. And so we stopped out. So we're back to £6 for the day so far. So that's a bit of a shame. Let's move that away for now. And but what I'm going to look for here is actually, because I still see the all the reversals in play, and what sometimes can happen here. So we go back out to the hourly chart. Is you'll get something like that inverted hammer followed by a hammer. So what I'd like to see now, it's 9:20, is to see us come lower as we are, and then see if we're going to put in a reversal. And if we put in a hammer at the end of the hour, something like that, hammer, doji, some sort of reversal bar, then I'll be looking for an entry back in again, because sometimes what you'll get is an inverted hammer followed by a hammer, and that's all it's doing. It's just it's pounding out that low, that bottom. So still looking at the potential for upside on the euro here. We've got positive momentum as well on the hourly charts. It's not a lot, but there's a bit there. So that was another reason why I was long this morning and not going short, because of the way the momentum was. But we're just going to see how this is going to how it's going to play itself out. So I'll just double check some of the other things, but I think for now I'm just going to wait until probably the end of the hour, just see if we put in a reversal. So that's all for now.
Okay, looks like I've been nicked because we've put a big, we're putting rig reversals in, putting hammers in on the 15-minute chart. So, going to be looking to get back in on this if I can get back in. So let's see if I can. It's 9:29, so I'll be looking to buy the dips and see if we can do just that. We're putting hammer reversals in on the 15-minute charts and on the 30-minute charts with all these divergences. So it's well worth trying to build the position back. So I'm just going to look for any dips to get in on that. So I'll just press pause for a minute. I'm in the moment still in getting ready mode really. So let's see if we can start to get some in. Anyway, I'll press pause for now. Okay, so now get my second entry in here. I think that's in. Yeah, that's in. Just looking to build this entry, and I'll put my stop below now below these lows. I'll give it a little bit of slack this time on the stop, but it's still going to be below these lows. So I've got the two entries in now, and we'll see how this is going to pan itself out. But I'm looking that this is hopefully it's just going. I'm correct on this time. Let's show you the other time frames. So here's the 15-minute time frame, nice big hammer there, and the 30-minute time frame, nice doji, and on the hourly obviously we're not quite complete yet, but I'm looking for that to complete with some sort of reversal based on the fact that we've already had those on the slightly smaller time frames. So I'll put one more entry in if we can come down to the more white line, and then tuck the stop down below the low, and then see if this can work itself out. So there we go, got one more entry in, so that's three entries in. So running in with three contracts anyway, essentially like starting afresh with a brand new trade. And it's now just a case of seeing if this is going to ultimately play out the way that I was looking for, which is to ultimately, and take a long time, to come all the way up. So let's just show those three entries now. There we go, there's our three entries that we just put in. So we've got the one at 14.7, one at 11.3, and then 9.7. Those three I've just put in, and ultimately see if we can start to push up as we go through and get back up into the 30s. Ultimately, I think that'd be nice if we can do that. So I shall press pause. We're on 17 minutes, so I'm going to have to press pause, and we'll just see how it pans out for now. Okay, so we're just still sort of playing around down here. I'm just putting some limit orders in against these entries. I've put one in at 20 on the chart there. Let's put some more, put another one in, then we'll leave one open. So we've put one in at 20, put one in up at those prior highs. Let's just do that. 130, I think it's about 28. And then we'll leave the final one open because I'm heading to the gym, and I'm just going to see how this plays itself out over the coming hour or two. So I'm off out, and we'll see how it plays out. There's nothing more to say about it. It's done everything that I've said that it may want to do. Put reversals in, put Ball Harami with an inverted hammer, put a doji spinning top in as well on the hourly charts there. So now it's just a case of seeing if it's going to move its way up a bit. So just going to leave it to see if it's going to play itself out. So back to this when I get back. Okay, just back. I've been out most of the morning, and let's just make sure this is working. Yeah, I think it is. And as you can see, the euro's just chopped. So this is back where I took that original trade this morning. Really messed up not getting that hedge in, and it's come down, and we've put the extra trades in. I did get filled at that 20, that first target, so we took one off. It triggered while I was out this morning, and it came down a bit more. It's flushed out some more stops, and it's just playing around here. It's now 20 past 1, still sitting in this, and just going to see how it plays out. We've got some news out in 10 minutes, and I'm either going to get stopped out. My stop's down at 90, 129.90, and or it's going to maybe it's going to start to move up a little bit here this afternoon. But as it's taken so long, it means that my targets are not as far away. So the next target is the hourly 21, which is only at around about 28 or so. So that could just be, well, certainly I'll take the next one off up there if it does get up there, and then when I hit that hourly 21, show you on here. It's slightly different on eSignal. I'll play it based on eSignal's one, but yeah, you can see the blue line there. It's a bit above us. The eSignal one's a bit lower down at 29, like I say. Yeah, but if we do get up there, then I'll take that profit off, and then then finally move the stop up. So we'll just see how we go. But at the moment, sitting on a there you go. There's a whopping 60 odd pounds in there, and it could obviously go down to minus a good few hundred. I think 400 probably if it rolls over. It's just been one of those trades, but that's what I did at the end of last year as well. Remember, I was looking to try on some of these trades, try and go for like a bigger sort of move, and you get a view for the day, and you say, right, okay, and then you have to go with that view. And so I could have easily, even 10 minutes ago, could have come out and for £200 overall up here. I think it was at that point, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the slightly bigger move. So we'll just see how it pans out. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, so we're whizzing up here. So we're looking to take that one off, just as we can. Once I can get a blue, a green. Here we go. So take that one off finally.
I'll cut and paste some figures anyway.
There we go. Let's turn Kim's sound off in the room because I'm in the trading room. So we've taken one off there, and are we looking to take see if we can move the stop up. So let's get that stop sorted out. So let's move this across. Get the open order. Get the stop done. Get this changed. Move it up to around about 10. So let's have a look. Let's see if we can get this up. So whatever happens now, can't lose, but we'd really like to see if we can get a bit of a runner, obviously. So that's where we're up to at the moment, but just hope. It's around the news, so we've got to protect that for now. So we'll see how it's going to go. Press pause for now. And my mistake again, because I'm making a couple of mistakes here today. We've hit that 21 on the hourly. I'm going to have to, well, I've got a choice here. What I'll do is I'll just tuck the stop up a bit more, because it's hit that 21 now and it could just want to roll over. But if it does want to really go, then it'd be nice to be in on a bit more of that. So let's just move the stop up a bit more aggressively. So we're locking in a bit more of these gains. And what are we at? 27, 29, so let's put it up to about 17. So whatever happens, will be about 200 odd pounds, I guess, but it's moving around a bit here, so I'm trading the stop a little bit here, but it has hit that 21, so that's why I wanted to take those, get those profits locked in and trail the stop up a bit. So we're just going to see now if we can get a little bit more of a push. Then really the next target would be up towards the day's highs, which would be back up at around about 30.50. So 30.50 would be the next target if it can have a bit of a shove up there. So we'll just see how that plans out. So I'll press pause for now and just see if we can get up there, and I'll carry on trailing this stop up as price still keeps going. Then I'll trail the stop up a little bit more and see if we can just lock in a little bit more. So as it's going up, I'll just keep on. I'll move up to 20 now, and over here. Just keep on tucking it up behind. So there we go, and just see how we get on. And sometimes it can be a real treat if it can keep on going like that. Then and the thing is, here at this point, it sort of rewarded my patience, but just as easily today it could have rolled over and got me again. I mean, we had that first trade that went up, came down, stopped me out, £6 profit. Just as easily it could have rolled over. But that's the thing, when you're looking to go for bigger moves and you've got a plan, then you have to just sort of go along with it, and you have to accept that sometimes this could have just easily just rolled over and not worked out for me. But like I said, with all those divergences are in place, and the trend channel on the hourly, and all those factors that were in place, we hadn't hit that hourly 21 for several days, which is always a factor as well. I don't think we even quite hit there, didn't quite hit in real time. And so obviously we've hit it now. So all of those become a factor. But if you want to go for those bigger runs, you have to put up with the losses as well, because it does happen. It can be frustrating when you've sat in a trade for hours and hours, and if it does become a losing trade. But anyway, for now we've got increasing momentum, and so we'll just see if it can have a bit more of a run up there. I'm going to press pause. Okay, well, it's come down and stopped me out at that 130.20. I suspect this has possibly got some more upside to it, but it has hit a load of resistance, like we said, on the hourly 21. Did the right thing in taking the profits when I was there, and then just locking in the gains just in case this is all about to roll over. But so after all that time to only make 250 quid, it's not that great. If I'd have banked the profits up here, yeah, we would have been up £400. But the whole point is, when you do get those runners, is trying to just to give them a little bit of slack to see if they can run some more for you. But patience has been rewarded today, but nothing too great. So I shall call it a wrap at that. That was it. It looks like I could probably get some more trading going here this afternoon for myself, but I think this video needs to get out to you. So happy New Year to you anyway, and we'll be back in touch next week.